what about shortages of commodities, food, medicine, personal hygiene stuff? Is that an issue, or is that
of course,
logistical flow been good?
Once again, it also depends on the location, on your location. People in the regions that are heavily targeted by Russians, they suffer from many things. Why? Not because we don't have the products or something, but because we are grateful to our allies, because most of that are supplied from abroad, because, like, many chains of production and logistics are interrupted in Ukraine. It's impossible, like, to do something, to get something. And sometimes, from what I know, many of these shortages are the results not of the fact that you don't have something at all. I mean, for civilians, but because it's difficult to bring that something to a specific front line, for example. With the military supplies, of course, it's different, and people constantly need everything. Why? Because the duration of a staying on a front line is very short. For example, I know lots of volunteers who buy and buy and buy and buy cars, and people start asking them, why are you buying these cars? Haven't you bought the car? But they get burned. They get destroyed. They drive the roads that are not roads, but something like. And this life expectancy of a car at war is much, much, much shorter than a life expectancy of a car somewhere else in the city. So people have to remember that. Shortages were very visible at the beginning everywhere, and once again because of this logistics interrupted. For example, many people needed medication, and suppliers from Europe, for example, did not work with Ukraine because they did not want to send their cars to Ukraine. They didn't know how to do it. In a month or two, everything went back to normal, but sometimes it is really heroic to bring the products or to bring the medication to the front lines or to the cities that are close to them. So, of course, it all, once again, the hotter the zones are, the more need people have on that territories.
The more disrupted things are, yeah.
Yeah, but in general, it is not about food. It is not about clothes, because, like, we supply our internal refugees and other pretty well together, once again, with volunteers from all over the world. I believe that the priority is weapons and military supplies and specific military medications, because this is full-scale war. It's, even being Ukrainian, when I watch these videos of our soldiers in trenches, how they live there, how they help each other, how a classical medical kit must look. And I am very happy that we try to use and adapt this NATO standards or other good Western standards, because from what I know, our soldiers, when they look at this medical kits of Russian soldiers, you can feel sorry for them already, because, like, well, it's good for us. But when to think about that from this, like, human perspective, they have this medical kits dated, I don't know, 1980. And many of these things that you use to stop blood from running and so on, they have dried already. Like, you cannot save a person with that. And that's why the priority is weapons, of course, because they help to stop weapons that are targeted on us, because they help prevent more serious damages, and of course they save lives. All of our people and soldiers, they are very adaptable. They very quickly, like, they need a week to understand what they need, where they can get it, and even to start an orchard.